Hello, everyone. I'm excited to share a literacy resource handout designed for second grade students that focuses on three essential components on literacy, which is phonics, vocabulary, and comprehension. The purpose of this resource is to provide practical and standards alignment instructional strategies that support literacy development while also performing academic language and other cross-curricular learning. One of the most effective, important aspects of teaching is collaboration among educators. And through our PLCs, we can share successfully instructional strategies that we can learn from each other's experiences. Collaboration also allows us to expand beyond our individual teaching practices and create lessons that benefit more diverse needs for our students. For example, if one teacher may have an effective strategy for supporting English learners, while another one have a successful intervention on supporting struggling students. And by sharing these resources, we can create a more effective design in order to support all students in the educational classroom. So my first literacy component is included with the phonics resource. Phonics instruction, it helps students understand the relationship between letters and sounds. The first phonics strategy is word sorts. And an activity, word sorts according to spelling patterns or such as long vowel sounds or short e vowel sounds. And this strategy essentially helps students identify patterns within reading on unfamiliar texts rather than simply memorizing words and for them to read them during the text and using the spelling rules that they know. They can transfer this knowledge to reading new situations. My second strategy is sound boxes. And during this activity, the students practice segment blends, which moves letters into boxes, which in order to hear each sound and combine them together. And as students become more efficient with this activity, they can do more complex and multi-syllabic words. And the second component is vocabulary development. Vocabulary knowledge is essential because students cannot fully comprehend what they read if they do not understand what do the important words mean. So the first vocabulary strategy that's in the resource packet is a prayer model. Students can use a graphic organizer to define words, provide examples, or create non-examples. And this activity is essentially encourages students to think deeply about their vocabulary words and rather than simply memorizing definitions. This helps students make meaningful connections from vocabulary words into real life situations or use vocabulary more accurately in reading and writing. The second vocabulary strategy that I have on the reading packet is read aloud activities. So during read alouds, teachers intentionally introduce tier two of vocabulary words and guide students discussing their meanings and using context clues from the text that they are reading. This strategy is supposed to help students encounter vocabulary in authentic context rather than building oral language skills and comprehension. The third literacy component that's in the resource is think, pair, share. The first student thinks independently what they're going to say. They discuss it with the partner, and then they share it to the class. This is supposed to increase participation and give students the opportunity to practice their language before giving their answers out to the class. It also provides supportive environment where all students can contribute to discussions. In addition to these literacy strategies, the handout includes opportunities for collaborative learning. The students participate in partner reading discussions where they have evidence-based sentence frames and to discuss text. This collaborative practice can be also be extended into science, which can be integrated into social studies through exploration of the community and citizenship and vocabulary. These activities can help students strengthen communication and applying literacy skills across the content areas. So the handout also highlights technology. So tools such as Quizlet, Padlet, CurryPod, Google Slides, and also Seesaw, they can provide encouraging and more interactive literacy practices to the students. Technology can be a really helpful tool for differentiated instruction and monitoring student progress effectively. So, collaboration among educators is essential for creating a more meaningful experience in order to meet the needs of all learners. By sharing resources and instructional strategies, we can provide a targeted support that promotes literacy development, academic language growth, and student engagement. It's not only just engagement, but they can also practice their phonics, their vocabulary, and their comprehension. Strategies included in these resources are designed to help students become more comfortable and confident readers, while actively participating in collaborative group discussions and having a more meaningful learning experience. So, thank you so much for listening to my video. Thank you for your time. My name is Anthony Perez, and I look forward to how these strategies can support our students in literacy success. Thank you so much for listening.